everyone, this is John. I'm with Elevated Vibes. We're here with JARV. We're in Orlando, Florida. They just killed it.
Yes.
We're gonna ask a couple questions and just.
I didn't really kill it. I had technical difficulties. It was a nightmare.
We had no idea. You played it off so smooth.
I just rapped a cappella for 40 minutes, but
And straight. That like absolutely is blowing my mind. Like you didn't take a breath.
Thanks, dude. Thank you.
And on like that note, tour can be a grind. When you're on the road, well, how do you stay positive?
I just do my self-affirmations every morning. You are powerful. You will overcome any obstacle in your way. No, I really don't stay positive. I just try to sleep through the day and then show up. It's mainly, I just kind of go into like autopilot when I'm on tour. I just like get here and like do what I have to do. Hope people buy a fucking t-shirt and you know what I mean? It's pretty simple, you know what I mean? But I mean, sometimes it's a real grind, but usually
it's more fun. I mean,
usually it's just like waiting around. I just like listen to headphones.
Until you gotta pop
around. Yeah. I just try to like not think.
John, it's time to get on stage.
Like, oh fuck. Yeah, we were gonna do the interview before my set, and I was like, oh wait, what time is it? Oh fuck, I've been going on stage. So yeah, I just seat of my pants.
If you weren't working in music, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
I'd probably be running a CNC mill. That's what I did before I was rapping. I didn't really like it, so I would like to think that I would have found something else that I would have liked.
But that was a stepping stone. What like specifically was it? Just curious.
So it's like I worked in this factory. The place is called Wheelen, Whelen, and they make like light bars for like cop cars and ambulances and fucking fire trucks and shit. But I would just make like metal pieces. It'd be like 500 of one piece. You know what I mean? I ran like a big machine with doors and like a table, and it's got like a thing, and it cuts the. It's a lot to explain. But yeah, I was just like fabricating metal pieces.
You escaped the 9 to 5.
Yeah. I worked there for like 3 years and saved a ton of money and built my studio and c'est la vie, dude.
The home studio.
Yeah, the home studio.
What do you run? What's your specs? Obviously, like you're solid looping.
Yeah, I make beats with Native Instruments machine.
Yeah.
And on stage, I use the Machine Plus, which is like the standalone. So I don't need a laptop. It's just like a memory card. So I use that, and then pretty much just like sample vinyl, and I just make like sample-based beats mostly. I like play guitar on some shit, but mostly just sample.
What kind of vinyls do you like? You go to the record stores and you like.
Yeah.
What are your favorites? You go for the oldies or like?
Yeah, I mean, just the standard like jazz, soul, funk. The standard shit. But I mean, sometimes I'll go to the dollar bin and you'll just find some weird looking shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Some polka or something? You know what I mean? You never know. Sometimes you get some magic out of. One of the early shit that like inspired me was like De La Soul 3 Feet High and Rising.
Okay.
Yeah. And I heard that in like middle school, and I remember like Prince Paul is one of my favorite beat makers, and in that shit, like in the song "Potholes in My Lawn," for instance, he sampled yodeling. Like there's the chorus part, there's like a breakdown part, and there's like yodeling, and I was like, damn, I was like, that's great. It's like I always thought hip hop to be like up until that point, I was like into DMX and shit like that, but I always thought it was like hard shit, you know what I mean? But I was like, damn, this motherfucker's flipping yodels, like that's sick, dude. So I kind of try to approach record digging with that same inspiration of, Prince Paul flipping weird shit, not like just but still, a jazz soul. That's where the.
Are there any songs that you're like playing right now on like the tour that have like a really, really, really? Well, I've heard a bunch of like really old school beats like on your repertoire right now.
Yeah, I mean it's all. I'm inspired by like the late '80s and the early '90s. Like that's where my like heart is. Primarily.
A lot of stand-up bass and.
Yeah, I love that shit. And that's the jazz. Sampling jazz records, you get the fucking upright bass.
So what can we expect from you this year? New music, another tour. What's next?
Definitely there'll be another tour, but there's like an EP that I hope to put out in the fall, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. I have like this EP that I'm working on. It's like a story, like front to back. It's like one long
concept.
Yeah, and like at the very least, I'm gonna have like a comic book to go with, like a read-along comic book. But My dream is to have a full-ass cartoon, but I don't know how, that's probably too ambitious. But either way, I know that the music's like pretty much done, but getting the art together is going to be a chore, so I don't know. But it has to come out around Halloween, so
dig it.
If it ain't this year, it's next year. And I got like fucking a million songs in the vault, you know what I mean? But I'm insane with projects. I'm like, it's got to be for this, and it's the art, getting the videos and all that shit. I'm like
concept, bringing it together.
I'm hella OCD with it, so it takes me a long time to like make a project happen, Well,
we know some animators. JARV is looking for cartoonists right now.
Hit me up. Well, give me some names. I'll hit you up.
Yes. What's your favorite show you've ever played?
Probably it would be either Janice Live with Little Stranger. That shit was crazy. There was like 2,000 people. It was the biggest crowd ever. And it was
huge.
It was like a moment, you know what I mean? It was a real moment. Either that or like, right off the top of my head, it's fucking. I played at this bar in Vermont like a million times. It's called Charlie O's. It's just like a shitty dive bar.
But the hometown's
not even a stage. There wasn't even a stage. It's not fully hometown. It's like an hour north of my hometown. But good vibe. I would play there all the time. So like, there's fam there. You know what I mean? But no stage, just a rowdy bar. But like, there's this one night where this girl that I had a crush on was there. And my homies, like, I had this one song called King Loser, where at the end I'm like, I want to get a leather jacket, I want to get a leather jacket with my name on it. And they presented me with like a leather jacket, and it was just like, and the girl was there, and I like kissed the girl at the end of the night. It was just like this beautiful night. The whole night was like, I remember just being like, man, my life rules. It was a great night.
The point.
Yeah, so it's either that or Janice Live, which they're entirely opposites. Charlie O's, there was like 30 people there, but.
Dude, small town vibes are so much fun.
Sometimes it's the best, dude.
The intimate crowds, obviously, and you had the homies there.
Yeah, dude. And the girl, God, dude.
And the girl, you still were there?
No. But it was fun while it lasted, I tell you.
The kiss is really great.
Yeah, dude.
Who are some of your biggest musical inspirations?
My favorite rapper is Edan, E-D-A-N. He inspired me to like do more, like with the beats on stage and shit, like in the echo pedal and all that. Yes. He inspired that shit for sure. I love Q-Tip. I love Slick Rick. I love Big L. I love Del the Funky Homo Sapien. I don't know, dude. I love fucking Big Daddy Kane, Biz Markie, like just the old timers, dude. That's where my heart is for sure.
We had a lot of like, I get so much like old school East Coast feel from you.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Rolls out of you. And there was a point where I thought that there was like, it seems like your writing takes over like three different rapping personas. 3 different people. It should be rapping that song, and you just like flawlessly, without like a breath, like take over the whole thing. And
thank you, bro. Thank you. Like I said, my set was fucked up tonight. Norton, wait till you see a good one. I'm just kidding. But I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I think the breath control is like, that's like my secret power. Not secret, but like that's like my superpower, I guess. If I was to like name one of my strengths, I feel like it's like breath control shit.
And the capacity.
I used to hold my breath as a kid all the time. I think that helps. I don't know. It's weird.
Do a lot of swimming up in the north.
Not even lot of swimming. I would just be in the car and I just hold my breath. This is so weird. There's this one covered bridge in my hometown. It goes from Vermont to New Hampshire. Oh, yeah. I think they say it's the longest single span covered bridge in maybe America, or I don't know if it's the world, but at least America. But every time we go across it, it's like a 30, 45 second thing.
Right at the beginning?
It's right at the beginning I'd go, and then it reminded me of a castle when I was little, because there was it's all wooden beams, and it's like crosshatched, and there's like all these windows with like lights. I don't know, for some reason it reminded me of like medieval times. And we'd get in and I'd go, like, as like a competition for myself, I'd go, dragon, 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 and I would say dragon over and over again until the end of it, which is really some weird. My parents were like, what is wrong with our son, dude? This kid is nuts. But I think that might, because it's kind of the same thing. If I'm like mentally, little did you know, I'm like dragon, 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 dragon. It's kind of the same thing.
Building it, yes.
So I think that kind of sculpted my lungs at a young age.
It's huge.
So that's my superpower. you said it seems like there's 4 people on stage. It's like that's my, I don't know. Anyways.
Dragon.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
same dragon. It's so weird, dude. If I was a father and my son was doing that, I'd be like, what is wrong with this little fucker, dude? My son is so weird.
You're gonna have him rap?
If I have a son, yeah. I mean, well, probably not, actually. I probably hope he's a doctor or something, maybe a fucking lawyer. Like, don't do this. No, I mean, I think music is good for a kid, for sure, but it's a hard knock life, dude.
Did you play any instruments growing up?
Yeah, not at a young age, but in middle school on, I started playing guitar.
Okay.
Just started with, like, punk shit. I was playing just, like, Blitzkrieg bop over and over again for, like, 3 years, and then learned some chords or whatever. I'm, like, okay at guitar. I can play drums a little bit, you know.
Okay.
It all helps with the beats, you know what I mean?
Right, being able to put everything together.
I like bust the guitar out on stage once in a while, but kind of rare. It just if I feel like lugging a guitar around with me, you know.
Yeah, extra space.
Yeah. Eventually, if I have like a team in place to help me with touring and stuff, then it'll be much easier to like add more elements to the live show. But if like just me, I'm like lugging merch and my gear and shit. I'm like I don't have any extra arms for this shit. But someday.
You're set up on merch.
Yeah, dude.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. Try. Buy a t-shirt. JARVMakesmusic.com/merch.